Delighted to be joined by Ryan Martin at the presser for the next show in April, Fight Town 1. Ryan, thanks for hanging about because you're the last one that we're doing today, so you've had a long wait. And you're going to have a long wait on the night because you're up there at the top of the bill again.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I don't mind waiting around and let the excitement build in the room a bit, I guess. Me and Luke sort of co-main events, so happy with that, and we're going to bring some numbers in, and I think it's going to be a really good night.
You're going to toss a coin to decide who goes first, or is it Luke? Has Luke pulled rank?
He's more picky than me. He can decide. I don't mind.
Brilliant. And in terms of it's another Nielsen trifecta and Paddy Fitzpatrick, collaboration. It's another massive bill, and I believe that Mark might well add a few more fights to it as well. So it's a long night for us as well.
Yeah.
But fantastic to have this on our doorstep.
Yeah, too right. Like we all said, the last show was a success, so it just made sense. Why are we not going to work together and put on more shows? It gives us the opportunities. Everyone's winning, so yeah, really happy with it.
Let's look back at that last show. Very good performance by yourself, but against a guy that you would expect to put on a good performance against. Yeah. What I saw, I'm going to shoot straight to the last round. I'm just going to be brutal with you. Yeah. Just ask you what happened there, because you were gassing a bit at the end, weren't you? Well, you looked to be gassing a little bit. It was hard work that last round.
Yeah. I mean, it was an 8-rounder, and I'd say from probably round 3 or 4, I tried to slowly start applying pressure and started doing a bit more work than he was. So naturally, I was a bit tired, but and then he sort of clipped me with a good right hand at the very last punch of the fight. And I had to sort of get on my bike a little bit and just play it safe. I thought, what am I doing standing here trying to fight with him? Just play it safe and get the decision. But yeah, you definitely 100% right. Someone who I expected to beat, and I definitely should have beat. But not a complete slouch, as they say. So yeah.
As he proved in that final round, and like I said, it was a good performance by yourself. Was there enough from that fight to still come away and stuff to work on in the gym? There usually is.
Yeah, definitely. I'm always hard on myself. So after, like Mark said, I'm sort of like moaning about a couple of things that I wanted to do and maybe didn't do. But at the end of the day, everyone enjoyed the fight. I look back at what footage there was, and I was happy with the performance. It was dominant, apart from getting socked with that right hand in the ear at the end of the last round. But yeah, it was a dominant performance. Now it's time to get some records in. Yeah.
Brilliant. Let's talk about that. What is the plan? For the year ahead. Obviously, you'll be fighting in April. You'll be looking to get presumably a high caliber opponent, and then it's titles for yourself, isn't it? That's always been the aim.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we wanted a title for this show ideally, but anyone who's been involved or worked in the business of boxing knows that it's not the easiest thing to sort of manoeuvre yourself into positions, and sometimes it's sensible to take a couple of harder fights before you take the jump. Obviously, we don't want to make any mistakes. Not that I don't think we made mistakes in the losses, but we don't want to take any jumps too soon. I'd rather have to be patient and wait and get titles than jump the gun a little bit. But for me, this is. I need everyone to enjoy the fights and be excited about me fighting. But on a personal level, I just got to confirm to myself that a couple of things are right where they need to be. Get some winning records, people who I feel are worthy of stepping in the ring with me, enough to sort of stimulate and excite me a little bit, and then we go from there, and we'll find ourselves in positions for titles naturally. As long as we keep winning and keep moving up the rankings, we'll get a call, or we'll be able to petition for a title.
Have there been any opportunities that have been talked about, even casually, or is it very much the case, as you've just kind of alluded to there, that you're having to put yourself in a position to be knocking on the door for these kind of opportunities? Yeah,
there have been there's been a couple of little talks and stuff, but it just didn't work with our plan with Mark, and a couple of things just didn't work out, and it wasn't. Paddy's screaming something at me. It just didn't work with our plan, and the opportunities weren't good enough to kind of take the risk and move away from deviate from the plan that we had. So yeah, like you said, it's about either just waiting patiently for a call or being a bit clever and sneaking into a little gap and getting in for a title.
In terms of an opponent on the day, I'm assuming it's too early to talk about that.
We've spoken to a few people. 2 we're in talks with now, and they're all winning records. So that's what I want. That was Paddy said to me after the last show. Right, what's the plan for the next one? And that was my only criteria. Just get me a winning record. I just want someone. It's not as easier said than done. Like I said, anyone that's been in the boxing business knows it's difficult to sort of pin these opponents down, especially when you're not like chucking money at them. They all want big money, but
I think it's difficult. A lot of boxers get, and shows get criticised for, he's not fighting a winning record, and I think you've just you've lifted the lid on that a little bit to say, well, you guys all want winning records, but you're not going to pay the earth for it, because you've got to break even or at least make some money out. This is a business at the end of the day. So just to reiterate, like, you guys do want winning records. It's behind the scenes, the management trying to sort it all out. It's not always as simple as that.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to be patient, but none of us want to be in the gym for 5-10 years busting our ass off with no real challenges. You know what I mean? We're all in there working hard, sweating every day, dieting, making the sacrifices. If there are opportunities that can be had and good fights to be in, we want them. It's just there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes, and a lot that comes along with boxing that people don't see and maybe don't understand, and that's I get that, that's understandable, but everyone's got to be a little bit patient. Me and Paddy spoke not too long ago about everyone, when you turn pro, everyone around you sort of gets real excited, and it's like, oh, you're a professional boxer. So, yeah, that's one step. Now there's a lot of work to do, and we're doing the work. So.
It's always a work in progress, isn't it? And looking at the rest of the year, of course you'd love to have a title shot, but you've always been not criticised, but it's always been talked about, Ryan. You got loads of months before, since the last fight, and you've never been probably as busy as you would have liked to have been. Is this year very much about staying, touch wood, injury free and staying busy? Yeah,
just staying relevant, keeping people excited and interested in what I'm doing. Stay as busy as possible, but yeah, just get, like I said, on a personal level, get the right opponents. If we have to take a couple of 4 or 6 rounders or whatever just to stay busy, then we'll do that. But yeah, this year is about getting the right opponents, and if an opportunity comes, it comes. If not, by the end of the year, we should find ourselves in a position. So. Fantastic. Well, we're looking forward to seeing you in action again, and fingers crossed, towards the end of the year we can see you fighting for some big title, and you can get that strap round your waist. Cheers, Ryan. Pleasure as always. Thank you very much. Top man. Top. Cheers, buddy.